What is going on, YouTube? We are back with another Forza Horizon 3 build video, man. We are taking them pure random requests pretty much for the last 3 weeks. Probably going to do about another week of the random requests before I start throwing in a few more famous / YouTube people builds. So yeah, definitely get them random requests down in the comments section, man. But today's random request comes from one person in specific. Holden Car Guy on YouTube wants to see a Holden VK Commodore Hoon build and says he's been asking for weeks, man. My apologies that your request has gotten overlooked. So we're gonna go into the, I guess, buy car section of the game and see if we can find said Holden VK. Now you guys saw that we just started out in that beautiful Holden VL. There it is right there. So we're just going to try to see if we can find this VK. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like we only have the Holden VL Commodore or the Torana A9X. And that's about it for the Holdens. Now, I'm not sure if there's a barn find that I'm missing or something like that. But unfortunately for this video, I'm going to have to go with this 1977 Holden Torana A9X. And I think for this specific build, since this is the only other Holden that I have to choose from, and I already did the VL Commodore, probably gonna go with this Torana. Did I say Toranax? That Torana A9X, man. I think this is probably gonna be the route that we go. Now for this one, I want to do a crazy Aussie, insane burnout build with this one. I've had a few people comment down in the comments on my videos telling me to check out, I forget the specific Australian YouTuber, but it's a big event down in Australia, basically set up to just burn the tires off of cars, man. Now, it's absolutely insane. I checked some of the videos and I can honestly say that, you know, Australians single-handedly are the cause of global warming, man. I'm just going to put that out there for the time being, man. But for this video, we are about to get started, man. Now, it looks like Forza has a couple of ideas of what our car should look like. I don't know, man. Those wheels are a little bit goofy, so I think we're going to just do our own thing on this one. Custom upgrade. Right off the bat, we're going to have to check out some engine options here. Now, I'm assuming this thing has a big old V8 in it. Lots of torque, but our horsepower really slacking on this one. So I think the only appropriate option on here is to go with the 6.2 liter V8 on this one. Drivetrain swap, we're obviously going to leave this one rear wheel drive since it is going to be a straight up Hoon / drift build. Now our V8 does have a naturally aspirated aspiration currently, but it has aspirations of going forced induction. So I think for this one, we're probably going to go ahead and do a supercharger. Now for some of you Aussie fans or Holden car fans out there, let me know, man, what's more common for you guys in these crazy burnout builds? Turbochargers or superchargers? Or NA for that matter. Like I say, I just watched a couple of clips, mostly just burnouts and stuff like that, and didn't get too crazy into any of the builds or anything like that. So I'd be interested to know. Now, as far as the front end goes, I like that open grille, man. We're gonna go ahead and take that front bumper off. The rear wing has that nice little duckbill on there. What is this? A 1977? Damn, killing the game right now, man. I'm currently in the process of making one of these spoilers on my own trunk of my G35, so the fact that this car has it, that's pretty impressive, man. Now, as far as the rear end goes, I think I'm going to leave the chrome bumper on the back here just because those big exhaust tips stick out quite a bit without it. Now, as far as the hood goes, I'm not really sure which route to go. I do like the big blower here. I do like the big cowl induction, but that thing is absolutely massive, man. I think I'm going to go with that. That just looks absolutely beastly on the front. That thing will suck in a small child, man. No lie, no lie. So as far as the tires go, we're going to go with a race tire compound. Even though this thing is predominantly going to be a Hoon slash burnout build, we got to go ahead and put those race tires on here. Now you'll notice I just widened up the rear tires here. Now reason being is that this thing is mostly going to be going really fast in a straight line. Not going to be concerned too much on how it turns or anything like that. As long as it goes straight and does massive burnouts wherever it goes, I'll be happy with that. So obviously comes the fun part now, the wheel selection. I'm just going to skim through a couple of options here. Now I do have an idea of what I want to put on this car, but I'm not really sure of what would be appropriate on this car. So I'm just gonna skim through a few options and see what I can find. Now after skimming through a couple of options, I'm not gonna lie, kind of a fan of these NK NT03s. Not really sure if NKs are a wheel that would ever make its way onto a car like this. But I think for this one, it's going to look pretty good. I just like the spoke design. It's got a little bit of concaveness to it. Looks really dope. So I'm going to go ahead and install 16s, both, what do we say, 16s on the front, and we'll go with a 16 as well on the back. Looking good here. Now those front wheels definitely looking a little bit dinky, but we're going to fix those up. I think in the paint shop, once we paint those wheels black, they're actually going to look not too bad. But after looking at it with these big fender flares and how sunken the tires are, actually looks a little bit goofy, man. I'm not going to lie. But we're going to keep it moving. Race driveline, obviously. Differential. Got to go ahead and install that. Go ahead and put on the brakes. The suspension, oh, that looks mean all slammed. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and put on some anti-roll bars, both front and back. Even though, like I say, this thing's predominantly going to be a straight line vehicle, just when we do get sideways, man, I think that'll help. I think the roll cage is going to be a nice touch, even though I can't even think of the last time that I rolled the vehicle in Forza, but just for visual effects, I'm sure it adds a little bit of rigidity to the chassis as well. We're going to go ahead and install that. All this stuff right here, all getting installed, man. We're going to fully build this motor. Like I say, this thing's going to be a Hoon build, so I want this thing to absolutely haul ass. Supercharger getting maxed out. Looks like I missed the intercooler. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade the flywheel. Let's go ahead and install that setup real quick. Now that we've got all of that taken care of, we're going to jump into the tuning for a second. And I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I'm just going to lower the front end to give us a little bit of a raked look. Also going to check out our differential, brakes. Everything looks good here. We might make a few adjustments a little later on, just once we see how this thing performs on the street. But before we get out there and see how it does perform, we're going to have to do a little bit of a paint job on this thing. Now, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like this thing should be a little bit of a bright color here. Just kind of a showboater's car, you know what I mean? Definitely going to be something that is, you know, standing out from the crowd, I think. Wheels, we're going to do black. As far as the hood goes, I like the blacked out hood here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do the same, you know, from the stock. Now bring it on to this aftermarket color here. Tint up the windows. I think that's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and save this to the current car. And one thing I do want to do here, and I'm going to show you in a second, is just apply a couple of decals here. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here real quick. What I wanted to do is just get those fenders painted up, as you can see, give it a nice rugged look. So I'm going to go ahead and install all from the right to the left hand side. Looking very dope here. Front bumper, everything else is looking pretty good. And now that we have all of that taken care of, I think one last thing that I do want to do is just paint this wing black. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to leave that the way that it is. But now that I'm looking at the back, one thing that I do want to do, just go ahead and drop a little black decal. Let me change the position here. Just in between these lights here. Can we get a size change here, Squaw? Can we do that? Let's see here. Yeah, that's looking good, man. That's giving us a nice muscle car feel to it. I'm happy with the way this thing is looking now. So let's go ahead and take this thing out on the street, see what she is all about. Now, obviously, this thing purpose built to be a Hoon build. You can hear that supercharger. Lots of grip on the back. Me just touching that gas, making those front wheel stops is really not doing anything. Yeah, bud, she burns. She burns. Into second. Obviously, it's raining here. But we're still getting some serious burnouts going. See if we can get her into third and still keep this burnout going. No. There it is, there it is. No, I don't think third gear is going to let us keep this rolling burnout going. Oh, come on. Woo! Okay, so this thing is absolutely insane. Not at all a car that you're going to be able to control. See if I can negotiate this traffic here. Actually, once you get her into fifth gear, it's not too bad. Having those big fat tires at the back definitely help a little bit. Now, most certainly hooning is being had right now. No question about that. Woo. Oh my God, just some serious power. Can't even control it. I was trying to keep it on that little strip of road there. That wasn't happening. One thing I am noticing with these big fat tires though is the back end is definitely gripping. Once it locks to the pavement, it straightens the car out pretty aggressively, actually. Let's see if I can catch it here. Not in third. Not in fourth. Yeah, we're still not having any traction, man. Always raining at the worst times, eh? Make an insane Hoon build and I can't even show how it works because it's raining. To be honest, it's been raining all day in Forza. It's making me a little cold at home, to be honest. Man. Where's the sunshine? But I'd say this build is pretty well a success. Sounding like a monster, no question about it. That supercharger. Just screaming, man. Help me! Help me! Ooh. But yeah, man, I like Hoon build success, dare I say? This is a pretty aggressive build, man. Let's see if we can get it to stay straight. That would just be magic. Nope. Come on. Maybe fifth gear. Nope. Fifth gear is still spinning. Fourth. Yeah, you win some, you lose some, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, watch it, sucker. I'd say this one turned out pretty good, man. Looks very mean. Love the way this thing looks. And it does burnouts too, man. Let's see if we can get a little mid burnout screenshot here. That's not the way to do it. There it is. Let's see if that works for us here. So what I'm thinking is we're probably going to put an end to this video here. Kind of an unconventional ending here. Mid burnout, man. But damn, can't even see any smoke. Not even worth doing it mid burnout. Because there's just no smoke because it's raining. Thanks, Forza, for that. If we can get a little bit better weather. You know, when you see your boy Don Squally log on, sunshine, man. Couldn't hurt. But for the sake of this video, I think we're probably going to put an end to this one. So as always, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button if you guys want to see more. And you are not subscribed yet, definitely smash that subscribe button. That will let you guys know when I upload a video, and you guys can watch it. That's pretty much the way YouTube works these days, ladies and gents. But a lot of you guys already know that. It's almost 30,000 of you that know that, man. So big shout outs to the people who are already subscribed. Means the world to me, man. And I know I say it a lot, but I may not even say it enough. So with that being said, man, I am your boy D Nolly, aka Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Don't die. Oh shit, where you going, bro? Don't be creeping on my friend. Don't be creeping on my friend. You and your homie. Oh, nut shot. Nut shot. Oh, buddy. Let's go. And your boy, man. Get him out of here. Oh, fucking. Ah!